one of the roles of the MCAs that they have stated is representing. So for a long time we felt if the other part of Gitothua was being represented, we were not. We didn't get a share of the roads. We didn't get a share of the lighting systems. We got nothing. So our question is, what is the criterion you are going to use so that whatever little you get for your ward is equitably distributed? The next question also is, you guys say we are difficult to get. You know, what are you doing to get us? What is the formula you are going to use so that you have a position or something? You know, how will you know our needs if you don't come to us? What is the formula you are going to use to come to us or reach us so that we tell you our problems? We don't have to be organizing for Harambees so that we have to access you. You know, we don't have to have church functions so that we can have an access to you people. How are you going to make yourselves accessible to us so that we don't have people voting for people they have never seen?
Oh yes, thank you so much, Grace. A very, very good question indeed. This question, John, we are going to start with Eunice Njoki, followed by Patrick Mboro, then Joseph Kamau, Isaac Merengo, Neville, Daniel Kaberi, Nicholas, and finally come to John Njogu. Over to you. Equitable distribution and accessibility.
Now, you have fixed us, but we shall try to answer. Now, yes, there is this money given for the ward, and we know the needs of maybe MEMBLY, BTL, OJ, Mushana, and all needs are not equal. So we shall give MEMBLY according to what they need. And like ile swamp iko pale chini inatakana ishughulikiwe sana. So, and then how to reach you guys, because you have already created a forum where we can reach you. We shall coming through this kind of forum kwa sababu hizo mafence za electrical saa zingine kuvuka ni ngumu. Asanteni.
Hapo unatuchongoa wewe. Hapo unatuchongoa happy lakini ni sawa tu. Patrick, and then I want, as Patrick is speaking, Joseph Kamau be on standby on the next podium.
I think that is the question I was waiting for. And the answer to it is very, very simple. As I was introducing myself, I was cut short by time. And I was trying to articulate the very idea of the liaison between the members of MEPRA and the members of the Raja Gitothua area, whereby we shall sit down and choose at least 6 members from MEPRA, 2 men of high integrity and professionals, women of the same caliber, and 2 youths, a lady and a young man. And we shall do the same yonder there. That will bring our panel to 12. And we shall be having periodical meetings in my office or in a place of our choice. Also, in that panel of 12, we shall include PLWD, meaning people living with disabilities, so that they also feel that they are incorporated in the development agenda of the larger Gitothua area. And when we do that, we shall go far. Because as an MCA, you should not be a one-man show. You have to incorporate and include the other stakeholders. And when we do that, the development agenda will be common. If and when we want to visit Lujuasco because of certain issues, we shall be appointing a delegate of maybe 3 or 4 And when we go there, accompanied by me as the MCA, well, we shall have a lot of weight.
Okay, your time is up, Patrick. Asante sana. Kimombo kiko hapo? Kimombo? Aya, bwana Gichu, na Gichu akiendelea kuongea, nataka Isaac akuwe on standby tafadhali.
Okay, thank you so much. On the first question, on MEMBLY being left back, I think you are not being left back alone. Even from where I come from here, the other side of Gitothua, we are also maybe probably more far back than you. So, first, the rain is beating us even not only on the issue from the position of MCA. As you know, rural constituency, because even some of the roads which are being done by the office of the Member of National Assembly. And in Ruiru, you will notice it is the only constituency with 8 wards in the whole of Kiambu County. All the other constituency have 5, and even in some cases, some have 4. So we should also focus on being left back, also from that angle. Also, I would like to say, I'll sum it up saying, I've been following what is happening at the Kiambu County, and say there is a bill that if passed, if by the next government which will come in power, we will be sorted. There is a member of County Assembly from Sianda, one Philip Mobea. He has sponsored a bill which he has proposed that 45% of the development should be directed to the MCA directly. And I believe if with that solution, we will have enough money to do our roads, but we will develop our ward as per the polling station. We will divide our resources. If in BTL area, we have invested like 3 million in bursaries, because probably here in MEMBLY we don't have problem with bursary. We'll invest 3 million here on roads, and that is my thing. Thank you.
Asante. Isaac, over to you. Thank you, moderator. On the issue of oversight and representation, I want to involve all the stakeholders. I want to have frequent stakeholders meeting and doing public participation. And because an MCA falls at the mercies of the governor, I want to fight for ward fund. Ward fund will enable us to have a ward for this particular ward, where we can identify those people, or in my manifesto I included there was Ward Development Committee, and this Ward Development Committee will involve all people so that we can be able, it will involve the Council of Elders, the women group, the youths, the religious groups, all people will be involved, so that we can be able to iron out those issues and to be able to get that ward fund and to be able to do equitable distribution of the resources that will be available for us all as Gitothua people. So for MEMBLY, it will be identifying with the MEPRA executive or the office of the MEPRA, so that we can identify those issues that will be of a priority in this particular area, because the whole of this world is not, the issue of Gitothua or BTL or Musana, they are not the same. So we are going to identify the issues that are a priority here, with BTL the same, Gitothua the same, and even Musana, so that we can be able to sort out issues that are of concern to our people. That is MEMBLY area. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Isaac. Over to you, Mwalimu.
Okay, thank you so much. Mine will be very simple. Because we are in what we call indirect democracy, where the majority will elect only a few people to represent them. MEMBLY, you are lucky now that you are being, your issues are being maybe channeled through MEPRA. So I want to promise that I want to work closely with MEPRA, and then I want to ensure that your views are represented, your opinions are also voiced, and I also ensure that your everything that pertains this particular place is properly articulated. And I will ensure that I work closely with the office of the governor to ensure that MEMBLY gets its equitable share, to ensure that these particular challenges are mitigated. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and lastly.
Thank you. Thank you for your question, Madam Grace. But as I started here, I said we have to bring the facts versus the fiction that have been purported. And I'm here to at least put in order that is not in order. And once you say that nothing has been done in MEMBLY, I wish I was asked what I've done in MEMBLY. But yes, I will. So I will request, when you give me a platform of 3 or 5 minutes, I'll do that. But currently, let me answer on what I'll do for the MEMBLY once I go on. I'm happy you have the chairman, Mepra, who is a lawyer. And he can tell you the PFM Act, that is the Public Finance Act, stipulates very clear the amount that is supposed to go for development and recurrent. We did a budget of 16 billion. And out of that, the only money we are getting from the national government is 8 billion. 8 billion capital project, you're supposed to do 30%. Out of 30%, that is 2.4 billion. Out of 2.4 billion, you do 1.4 billion major project from the governor. It remains with 1 billion. If you divide equally 1 billion to all wards, you get 16 or 17 million. A kilometer of bitumen standard to be done here, the minimum quotation is 40 million. To do a feeder road, the minimum quotation for 3 kilometers is only 4 million. So, my fellow MEMBLY people and Gitothua people, let's be fact on issue. Don't have any marries. Let's go on issue and articulate as they are. Let's prioritize things. If I did something on this side, you give me an opportunity, we forego this side and we go this side. I'll give you one as I go to sit. I'm the one who did 8 kilometers of sewer line within MEMBLY. I will launch it and we did it. I wish it's there, MEMBLY. I will do it. I will demonstrate it. Yes, within MEMBLY.
Your time is up. Your time is up, Mheshimiwa.
I will respond. Hold on a bit. A bit and see. We launched.
Mheshimiwa, thank you.
We launched a project.
No. We can't give Mheshimiwa.
I'm just requesting for 30 seconds. We did a public participation in this church. MC,
I know you requested. And later.
I'm requesting.
No, later on we will give you that session of answering.
But allow me to explain that one.
No, not now.
We'll be later. We'll not manage the 3 minutes are over. They are over. Please, later.
Let's manage the time. Later on, we'll give you the time.
Okay.
All right.
John, over to you.
My great people of Gitothua, residents of MEMBLY, the question is quite direct and very important. Fair distribution of resources should be equal to all regions. We have 5 polling stations in our ward, and I want to believe every area has its own needs. I want to believe, if I give a direct example for MEMBLY, if MEMBLY requires roads, it is not a rocket science to just point which road has been done. If MEMBLY requires sewer line, it is not rocket science to know who did it and where it is done. My people, what we lack here is lack of information, lack of transparency, lack of reaching to our people, and that's what exactly coaches will do. I will just ensure that as a resident, you are involved in every project that is being done here or outside here, because it is very important. And as I conclude, there is a notion or an assumption that MEMBLY people are okay. I don't want to believe you people you are okay. I want to believe you have equal needs like any other person living in Gitothua ward. And that's what exactly I will meet your needs. I'll sit down with you and give you the best leadership that you require. God bless you.
Thank you very much, coaches, for that answer. Apologies, Nicholas, you were supposed to come after Kaferi. Ni kidogo ulisinzia. Ulikuwa unataka ukuwe standby. But it's your opportunity now. 2 minutes.
MC, si kusinzia. One, on availability. There is an MCA office, so I'll be available in that office. Also, I work closely with the Residents Association. I'll be consulting them. In case of any opinion, view, anything that you want to present it to the County Assembly, I'll do that. In terms of the formula that I will use on equitably distributing the resources, what I'll do, I'll make sure that we have a development committee that will include all the areas we have in Gitothua. I know every area has its own problem, and I cannot tell Moshana people that I'll do for them a road because they don't require a road. That is private land. But what I'll do, I will include every area in my development committee. I'll also have people living with disability represented there. And also we have a community called diaspora. I also make sure that they are represented there so that in every development that you're going to do, we consult widely, we do a public participation, and make sure that we first do the development that is needed or should be done first, because we cannot do a road that is a road in Moshana, which is a public, which is a private land, and leave out BTL. So I will make sure that I work closely with the MEPRA to make sure that our development is done in MEMBLY. Thank you.
Thank you, and that brings us to the end of the second question. Now we are going to have Grace Njoki, well representing MEPRA. We have two ladies. Asante sana. Grace, karibu.
Two Graces, so this event is very gracious. Karibu sana, Grace.
Very gracious. Thank you, MC. And I want to correct my colleague that my name is Grace Njoki. Njoki is here, so when you say that name differently, we might talk a little bit at home. But thank you very much. Honorable team, thank you very much for coming to this meeting. My question is on the area of infrastructure, roads and insecurity. A lot of that has been discussed by all of you, and your manifesto is addressing that. So my question and my concern is, what are you going to prioritize among those issues that we have in MEMBLY? And some of those issues is a challenge in this estate. We've been working together as a community to ensure we have security. At the road, I'm sure all of you have used our road here. You can see it's not been completed. For over 5 years, we've been working on this road. If you walk around there, you realize the bumps are sand or soil. Can you imagine soil bumps? We have the internal roads. We realize as we visit Gitothua ward on the other side, the roads are curb road and paved. MEMBLY internal roads, we have none graveled, leave alone paved, none graveled. If you go to the other side of MEMBLY, we are falling into trenches. So I don't know whether it's a drainage or sewer line that is being worked on, but things are left open. So cars are being collected from the trenches. What are you going to have floodlights that we see in different parts of the ward? I don't think we see any floodlights.
Once again, thank you, Madam Grace. And at least she's